It's been a wild ride for Six Flags investors. The stock is hitting a 7-year low right now.
I'm told that Holiday World experienced a 66% year-over-year revenue loss in 2020.
The once happiest place on earth now just a depressing sight with no signs of reopening.
COVID's been brutal for theme parks. Recent estimates put global losses at $30 billion and growing. The post-pandemic climb facing many amusement destinations across the world may seem worrisome. But for roller coaster king Rob Alvey, it's high time for a triumphant return to the precision-engineered savannas of thrill-seeking.
That's how Nitro is. Like, Nitro doesn't let up. I'm Rob Alvey. I run Theme Park Review. We're one of the largest, if not the largest site out there for theme parks and roller coasters. I love being back in the swing of things. I love riding coasters again. And it feels safe, it feels good. It just feels great being back in the parks again. We actually first started Theme Park Review in 1996. I just started a website on GeoCities, didn't even think it would become anything. We produced DVDs for a while, so we did a Roller Coasters in the Raw series. We were sharing videos before YouTube even existed. And 4 million subscribers later, this is where we're at. Theme Park Review is absolutely a full-time job for us, and it didn't start off that way. I was in the video games business before, working a full-time job and doing this as my side gig. We don't put all of our eggs in one basket. YouTube does great for us, Facebook still does great for us, and all those other platforms that we work with, it all adds up to having to do a ton of work. I had a typo in my last post, and I can't do typos. We definitely have diehard followers on each platform, and we have to treat each platform very, very differently. And you follow us on Instagram, right?
Yeah, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all that.
And honestly, it's when it comes to there's the creative side and then there's the brains of it, and the brains of the entire operation is right here.
That's me. I do work too. I do all the airfares, rental cars, hotels, logistics, meals, and I also hold the camera too.
It's great that we're able to divide and conquer, because when we look at a park like Great Adventure and we say, okay, we've got 12 or 14 roller coasters or rides that we need to get through in a short amount of time. So I'll take the chest mount and say, okay, I'm gonna go do a POV. Alyssa will do the wrist mount, and she'll go in the back of a train.
And we check up on each other. I'll be like, is your lens clean? Let me get the wipe, let's do that. Make sure the tape's not in the shot. So, we kind of watch each other's backs.
And she's very good with taping the camera down and making sure it gets nice and tight. In fact, it's almost to the point where it cuts off circulation.
That's how you know it's good.
Hi, I'm riding this thing called Otto Birkenhand. I don't speak German.
And we've even suckered our 14-year-old. She runs the TikTok. Who knows TikTok better than a 14-year-old girl right now? This was one of the first parks she went to. She came to Six Flags Great Adventure at about 6 weeks old, and it has not slowed down since. She's been to parks around the world, around the country. She's ridden a ton of rides, more than most humans on the planet. And now she's 14 and wants nothing to do with us for the most part.
The coaster community is definitely niche, but the reality of the situation is this. You see everybody from 16 to 75 years old, and even some of those people that are in their 70s, they are still going on El Toro, throwing their hands up in the air and screaming like a girl, and I love it. I think that's fantastic. They just know that they're like-minded people going and having a good time and riding rides.
Ready to ride? Let's go.
Insular fan groups, especially online, often quickly devolve into turf wars and bad blood. But Rob Alvey, he seems to float above all that.
He's the largest YouTuber in the community. He's been around for 10 years, 15 years.
Since I was in high school, I was on TPR forums.
Rob Alvey is probably the first famous
The Godfather, would you say?
Okay. Yeah, you'd actually go to Rob Alvey and buy a DVD, and you would get excited when the DVD would come in the mail. I've got the Park Reviews DVD.
This guy, he's probably been on every coaster on the planet just about.
I think he has over 1,000 credits.
Yeah.
But Alvey's not here to rest on his laurels. There's a new dragon that he's come to slay. The Jersey Devil.
Enjoy your ride with
It is the tallest, longest, fastest single rail coaster in the world. The single rail enables us to have a structure that is unlike any other coaster that's out there. Right from the start, you get this great drop right off the lift hill. You have an inverted turn right after that. You've got this beautiful stall. It's my favorite part of the ride. You feel like you're floating inverted right over top of it. Some nice bunny hops at the end. It's like all the elements of a good coaster are there. The idea of wanting to paint a better picture, wanting to make something that's even more attractive in this piece of art is how can we do it differently? What different elements can we create? What can we add to this ride that makes it different from other rides? I see art as a creation of something that doesn't exist and is created not because it has to be, it's created because we want it to be. Why not make a type of art that people absolutely love?
You might be wondering right now why the hell we just spent the better part of 5 minutes talking about amusement parks. The world is burning up, both metaphorically and literally. The rich are getting richer. The poor are getting poorer. And theme parks, with their highest achievement, the roller coaster, are little more than cheap roadside distractions built to our baser pleasures. But maybe that's too uncharitable. Maybe that's wrong. Maybe amusement parks are simply a place to ponder our most naked yearnings. The highest of highs and the lowest of lows. Maybe the roller coaster is the perfect artwork, a lofty mix of cold rationality and furious abandon. A momentary unity perched between a deterministic clockwork universe and the ineffable, the unquantifiable, the unbounded. Joy, terror, amusement.